Hello everyone, good morning. I'm Dr. Om J. Lakhani. Today I'm going to show you the new update to Endo AI. A lot of you would already be familiar with Endo AI, and I'm going to show you some new changes we have made which are very exciting and which make Endo AI exactly like ChatGPT for endocrinologists. So let's start. So we access this using endoai.co.in. A lot of you would already be familiar with how to access the website. So here you go. This is the main website. You click on start here. On clicking here, you would be shown to welcome to Endo AI. This is where you enter your email address and password which you use for registration. If you're not registered earlier, I would insist that you click on register and then register yourself for this service. Okay, so let's start by using this. I'm using the trial account. Okay, so once you click on submit, it will take you to the home section. This is the home section. So like you would have seen, we have made some changes. The home section looks now different. So what you do is that you go to start here first. Now the first step is you'll have to select a section from which you want to ask the question. Select a section. For example, you have endocrinology of aging, endocrine emergencies and so on. Let's start by asking a question on mineral metabolism. Yeah, let's take up bone and mineral metabolism. Okay, so now so once you click on that, it will take you to a screen which is like this, which is a chat screen. Now earlier we just had question and then answer, but now we have a system where you can actually discuss the things with Endo AI. So you can in fact ask follow-up questions. So this is a very exciting feature. So let's start with this. So we are now asking a question on diseases of bone and mineral metabolism. Let's say I am writing a review article on male osteoporosis. Okay, so let's start with that. So I'm asking what are the causes of osteoporosis in men. Now you can see here, look at this, it almost immediately gives the answer. Earlier you had to wait for a few seconds for the answer to show up, but now it can immediately give the answer, right? So you can see all these causes. So what are the causes of male osteoporosis? So it shows hypogonadism, alcoholism, glucocorticoid hypercalciuria, so on. Okay, fine. So how does hypogonadism contribute to osteoporosis? So how does hypogonadism contribute to osteoporosis in men? So there you go. Okay, so this is the answer. Fine. So hypogonadism is this. Okay, fine. Now let's say, how do you diagnose osteoporosis? How do you diagnose osteoporosis in men? Okay, so you have history and physical examination, standard lab tests. So these are the lab tests which is suggesting. We are testing specific cases. Okay, bone mineral density, right? Imaging. Okay, so these are the things which is suggesting. Okay, now let's say we want to dwell more into, let's say, male hypogonadism. So you can change the section. You can clear the chat. So if you clear the chat, I'll show you. If you clear chat and confirm clear, it will clear all the chat completely. You can. Okay, so let's take up a few clinical case scenarios. Let's see if we can, and we'll also take a few multiple choice questions. So let's take up MCQ which is based on a clinical case scenario. Okay, so this is a multiple choice question based on a clinical case scenario. So you have a 17-year-old girl, female, with no significant past history, presents to emergency department with lethargy, confusion, dry mucous membranes and pale, emaciated appearance. Fruity odor and breath is present, and arterial blood gas reveals pH of 6.9, bicarb of 9.6, potassium of 4.3. Based on the clinical scenario, she started on appropriate treatment, right? So this is basically diabetic ketoacidosis, it seems, right? Which of the following would indicate resolution of the underlying diagnosis? Okay, that's the question. Okay, so let's say, let's give me a single best. So the best section, there are 2 or 3 sections you can ask. You can ask this to endocrine emergencies because it's a diabetic ketoacidosis. You can ask in pediatric endocrinology. You can also ask in diabetes section. Okay, so we had this chat. Let's clear this chat earlier. Okay, and we pasted this, right? So let's see. Okay, so there it goes, right? So this is the correct answer: normal and gap metabolic acidosis. Here's the explanation also, right? So what are the criteria for resolution of diabetic ketoacidosis? Great, right? Now, like what you can do is you can save this chat also. So click on save chat, right? And it allows you the option of download chat history. So you can download the chat history. Now this download chat history is saved in your downloads folder or wherever you insist on saving. So you can see here, you can save this. So you can, the question you asked along with the answer you can get, right? So this is the new feature. We are still in a beta state, so if you find any problems or errors, you can always send this by feedback section. So you can send the feedback. And the feedback goes right to me. So thank you for listening. And we are also coming up with the Endo AI app very soon. So that will be the final version, not the beta version. So we'll have the final version of the Endo AI app very soon. We're just a couple of weeks away from that. We're also trying to add a feature where you can give the topic and it will give you the presentation. So that is a feature which a lot of you had insisted. So that is a feature we are coming up with.